2025 is finally here, and there are a lot of big new movie releases coming our way this year. So it's time for my top 5 most anticipated movies of the year in no order whatsoever, because it was hard enough nailing this down to just 5 films. So having to rank them in order of excitement would be just impossible. Here we go. Mickey 17. I've been insanely excited for this film for years now, and it was one of my most anticipated films of last year before it was delayed. The trailers look so much fun. It's multiple Robert Pattinsons. It looks funny. It looks super entertaining. The visuals look fantastic. And Bong Joon-ho is arguably one of the best contemporary filmmakers, so I'm extremely excited for this film. I'm a pretty big fan of the Mission Impossible franchise. I thought Dead Reckoning from last year was pretty fantastic. So naturally, I'm going to be super excited for Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I doubt this is going to be the last one. I really do. I don't think Tom Cruise is going to let this franchise go after, what is this, the 9th film? 9 films for a franchise is a lot, but for Tom Cruise standards, he's not letting this franchise go. But the trailer did give a true feeling of finality, which, there's some emotion there. I didn't get emotional during the trailer, but there's like, damn, you know what I mean? This looks to be crazier and bigger than all the previous installments, which is saying a lot. It also looks to be the film to evoke the most emotion in this franchise. I'm so in. I'm so excited. I'll be excited for anything Tom Cruise does because he's one of our very best. The Fantastic Four: First Steps. I mean, come on. A new Fantastic Four film by Marvel Studios with a fantastic cast. The MCU has always had its ups and downs, especially in the modern age of the MCU. But they know how to get their fans excited. We've seen little to nothing from this in terms of official marketing and official promotion, but everything I've heard about this film has gotten me extremely excited. Hopefully they stick the landing, but I'm really looking forward to this film. Avatar: Fire and Ash. I absolutely adore the Avatar film, specifically the second one. I think that's one of the best films of the 2020s so far. So naturally, I'm going to be excited for whatever James Cameron does next with these films. James Cameron has showed the world that he is just a master at crafting these big budget, large scale blockbusters multiple times. I think he's like maybe the highest grossing director of all time, or one of at least. Both Avatar films are some of the biggest films ever made. Both of them made over $1 billion, with the first one literally being the biggest film ever made. So he knows what he's doing. Also, Fire and Ash, with a subtitle like that, you got me extremely hooked. I'm so excited to continue this story with Jay Sully. People say that the characters, the writing is weak. I've never really felt that in my opinion. I'm super excited to see where this story goes after the tragedy that was the ending of Avatar 2. Super excited for this film. Can't wait. Maybe my optimism is a bit too much. Maybe my expectations are too high. Maybe they're not. Who knows? But Superman could very well be the best Superman film we've ever gotten. It could use some fixing in terms of lighting and cinematography. But again, there's 7 months left until this film's release, so I'm not going to hold that against this movie. But everything else we've seen from this film looks phenomenal. The trailer nailed that Superman feels so well. Krypto looks phenomenal. The visual effects, from what I've seen, look pretty solid. I am so in. What is wrong with me? James Gunn is a man that I can trust with comic book projects. As his track record, Guardians of the Galaxy, fantastic trilogy. Peacemaker, pretty solid show. The Suicide Squad from 2021, really great film. He is a man that I can trust with comic book projects and comic book adaptations. So I am so unbelievably excited. Now, there's a lot of hate going around, Snyder fans, whatnot. Man of Steel is a good Superman film. I like Man of Steel, but it is about time for a change. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, David Cornsweet as Clark Kent, as Superman. I think they're really, really spot-on castings. I have so much faith in James Gunn's DC Universe. I am so excited for this film. I'm nervous, but mostly I am just really looking forward to it. Superman could very well be one of the best comic book films of the 2020s. Super hyped for this film.